Handshake history's most powerful secret alliances. The hidden pacts that shaped nations and changed the world. Locked with key introduction. Behind closed doors. Throughout history, nations, leaders, and even shadowy groups have forged secret alliances, agreements concealed from the public, rival powers, and sometimes even their own governments. These covert pacts often dictated the outcomes of wars, shaped global politics, and shifted the balance of power long before the world knew what had happened. In this video, we dive into some of the most powerful and impactful secret alliances in history, from ancient empires to modern superpowers. Amphra 1. The First Triumvirate, Rome, 60 BC. Before Julius Caesar seized control of Rome, he joined forces with two political titans, Pompey the Great and Crassus. This unofficial and secretive alliance, known as the First Triumvirate, was never ratified by the Senate but allowed these three men to dominate Roman politics. Each man used the alliance to further personal goals. Caesar gained military command in Gaul. Crassus sought influence in the East. Pompey secured his power in Rome. But the alliance eventually collapsed into civil war, paving the way for Caesar's dictatorship and the fall of the Roman Republic.
Castle 2.
The Pacte de Famille, France and Spain, 18th century. In the 18th century, the Bourbon monarchs of France and Spain maintained a quiet yet potent alliance. The Pacte de Famille was a series of agreements binding the two Bourbon thrones, technically separate states, in mutual defense and economic cooperation. It remained hidden from rivals like Britain for years. When it was finally revealed, it shifted colonial and naval power balances. This alliance was instrumental during wars like the 7 Years' War and the American Revolution, where Spain and France supported the U.S. in its fight against Britain. Bomb 3. The Reinsurance Treaty, Germany and Russia, 1887. After Germany's unification, Chancellor Otto von Bismarck masterfully orchestrated secret treaties to isolate France and maintain peace. One of his most important creations was the Reinsurance Treaty with Russia, secretly signed to prevent a Franco-Russian alliance. Ensured neutrality if either Germany or Russia were attacked by a third party. When the treaty wasn't renewed in 1890, after Bismarck's dismissal, Russia allied with France, a turning point that set the stage for World War I. Glow showing Europe-Africa 4. The Sykes-Picot Agreement, 1916. During World War I, Britain and France secretly negotiated the Sykes-Picot Agreement, dividing up the Ottoman Empire's Middle Eastern territories in anticipation of victory. It directly contradicted promises made to Arab leaders. The deal was supposed to remain secret, but the Bolsheviks leaked it in 1917. Its legacy continues to shape Middle Eastern conflict today. This clandestine colonial carve-up remains one of the most controversial alliances in modern history. Man Detective 5. Operation Gladio. Post-World War II NATO. One of the most shadowy alliances of the 20th century was Operation Gladio, a NATO-backed secret operation during the Cold War that established stay-behind armies in Europe, intended to resist Soviet invasion. Allegedly connected to false flag attacks and anti-communist activity. Involved the CIA, MI6, and European intelligence agencies. Though much remains classified, Gladio has fueled decades of speculation about Western covert operations and secret wars in peacetime Europe. Ice Cube 6. The Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, Nazi Germany and USSR, 1939. One of the most shocking secret alliances in modern history was the Nazi-Soviet Non-Aggression Pact, signed just days before World War II began. Publicly a non-aggression agreement. Secretly included protocols to divide Eastern Europe between them, Poland, the Baltics, etc. Stalin believed the pact would protect the USSR from Nazi invasion. In 1941, Hitler betrayed the pact with Operation Barbarossa, plunging the USSR into the war and igniting the bloodiest phase of World War II. Brain 7. The Five Eyes Intelligence Alliance, 1940s, present. Formed during World War II and still in operation today, Five Eyes is a secret intelligence sharing network between the United States, United Kingdom,
Canada,
Australia, New Zealand. Though no formal treaty existed for decades, Five Eyes became one of the most powerful and secretive surveillance alliances in modern history. Revelations by Edward Snowden exposed the extent of its global data collection and deepened global concerns over mass surveillance. Top Hat 8. Secret societies and shadow alliances. Throughout history, secretive groups like the Freemasons, Illuminati, and Skull and Bones have been rumored to form hidden alliances that influence world events from behind the scenes. While much is myth, these groups often involved powerful figures in politics, finance, and military. Some had real political influence in the Enlightenment and early America. Though their true impact is debated, they capture the imagination of those who believe that power is often wielded in secret. Compass conclusion: power in the shadows. Secret alliances are often the unseen hand that shifts history's direction. Whether forged in war rooms, royal courts, or smoky backrooms, these pacts altered destinies, sometimes saving nations, sometimes dooming them. Understanding these hidden agreements gives us a clearer lens into how power really works and why transparency remains so vital in international relations.